Hey guys, it's Spicy, and in this video I'm going to give you guys offensive executes for Cypher on Ascent. So I'm going to give you guys Trapwire spots to watch your flanks, camera spots to scout out enemy positions, and cyber cage spots so you can use the smokes to block critical line of sight of enemies so you can push onto the point with less difficulty. Now just so you guys know, I'll be making a video like this for Cypher on every map. So far I've done it on Vine. I'm going to link that in the description down below. It's going to be the same format as this, so you can check that out if you want later. But I'll also be doing this type of guide for Cypher on the rest of the maps. So if you want to be notified when that guide is out, make sure you hit that bell and click on the subscribe button. Before I get into the content, I just wanted to let you guys know that I stream on Twitch on Thursday and Saturday from 12 to 3. You can check me out on there, and you can also join the Discord channel. Links are in the description down below. But let's get into the content. Okay guys, so if you're attacking long B, usually these are the trapwire spots I go for. This spot is really good. This one goes right off of this corner and ends up going over here. You can combo that with something like this. You can also put one over here if you're trying to prevent people from coming from mid. And you can also quickly put one right at the plant pot over here. So this one works out really well. So before you go to long B, you can do this one over here. When I'm attacking long B, what I do first is I always do this camera spot right over here. This spot works really well because it lets you peek right into that doorway over there, and you're gonna know if anyone has creeped up and tried to hide in that corner over there. So it gives you a lot of intel, and this is actually really good post plant as well because you're gonna know anyone that's rotating from here, and you're gonna be able to see anyone that is rotating from that doorway. So this is a really good spot even post plant, and most of the time people don't knock this down. And again, the general rule from looking through a camera applies. Don't look for a long time, you know, just look really quickly and then look away, right? Alright, so once you get to this area and you have your camera and your trapwire set up, what you want to do for the cages is come roughly over here and see this corner of the building. And you're just going to look over here at the top of the window and you're just going to jump throw this thing. Right, so this cage is going to land there. And then what you're going to do is clear this area. You know, maybe your teammates have already cleared it, and you're gonna roughly come over here. Doesn't really matter. You can hug this wall and see this window right here. You're gonna again look at the top ledge and jump through, so like this. And again, there's a lot of room for error. So now when your team, before your team peaks, you're just gonna activate this and this. So you end up with this. This whole area is taken out. That peak is taken out. So you just have to worry about this from here and this right when you peak. So when you do your initial peak, you're just worried about this, and then you can clear this, and then you can just move in and you can go plant the bomb. We effectively took out having to deal with all these areas at the same time. If your team is trying to attack mid, you're trying to prevent flankers from long B. So usually I go with these trap wires. Again, simple trap wires comboed with this one. And when it comes to the camera, if you want to scout out the area before you push, you can put your camera here. Again, it'll probably get shot down, but it gives you a look at the area over here. A safer camera spot is over here. It gives you a peek into this area. And if you put that camera spot over here, it gives you a peek into the catwalk area as well. You can also do the well over here. So you get this and you get this. Now when it comes to smokes, there's two ways you can kind of do it. You can place your smokes in a way where it blocks off the vision of anyone in this choke, or you can place them in a way where it blocks off the vision of anyone on catwalk. I'm going to show you guys both ways. So what you can do is before the round starts, you can just line up with this wall right over here. Your first smoke is going to go right here from the building to the left like this. You're going to do a jump throw. And for your second smoke, you're going to put your crosshair above this tank just a little bit to the right side, and you're going to just throw it without jumping. So that's what you get there. And then before you turn this corner, just activate this cage and this cage, and it's gonna completely block off this area. So anyone that's over here, they can't see anything. It's gonna block off anyone from this peak as well, right? So you get this, and now you can start moving into this area fairly easily. And when you come here, just make sure you're wary of this corner right here. People love to stand on this platform like this and try to peek this corner. So when you come here, just make sure you're looking over here to see if there's anyone here, and then you can just kind of move in and take care of the rest of the area, and you're able to move in fairly easily. If you want to go straight to short B, again, I do this smoke as well. I still do the smoke, jump and throw this. So this is going to block off short A, anyone peeking that area. And then what I do is, again, I put my camera somewhere here before I peek to scout out the area. Before I peek, I activate this so it covers that, and then I just make sure I clear these angles, and then I make my way over here. And again, I'm doing this fairly quickly, and then my second cage, I actually do it while I'm moving here. I hug this wall and I aim for this and I just jump throw. So what that does is that it covers that left side. So when I peek this, I don't have to worry about the left side. And while this smoke is up, I peek this because I know people love to camp here. So I peek that and then I can kind of move in. So here's how that executes. I would activate this, I would clear this and this, and then I'm hugging this wall. I throw that above, I clear this real quick, and then I activate this. That's blocked off. So now I look here, I make sure I clear this and I can kind of move in. So now if you want to attack short A through catwalk from here, here's what you want to do with trapwires to prevent flankers, because I know a lot of people love to flank from long A. You can do the simple one over here. There's a lot of options you have when you get to this area, especially. You can go up this table right here, and that's going to go right over there. So obviously they can jump over all of these, and that's why I usually put one a little higher over here to counteract that. The trapwires from these chairs right here. Or you can combo this and this together. So even if they jump this one, they're going to run into one of these, which is going to be on the ground. This one is the same way. Works really well. Now the camera spot when you're attacking, I'm going to show you guys later on because it's really good. And when it comes to smokes, so when you're attacking, there's a lot to worry about. Anyone can peek from there, anyone can be behind these pillars, and you never know when this guy behind the corner is going to peek. So what we can do is we can effectively block this whole area off. So before you peek around, just line up with the corner of this box, back up a little, look at this steel box over here, and just jump and throw that thing. So what that's going to do, it's going to ricochet off, it's going to land here. That works really well because that effectively blocks that whole area off. So now when you peek, you can just worry about this. And then before you move on, just look in the air and throw that thing over there. That's going to land over there and it's going to block that whole area off, meaning you can just focus on this. And then when you come over here, just make sure you look at this corner right over here. Make sure you look if anyone's peeking, and then you can deal with this area. So then you can move in that way. And then when you deal with this area, usually most of the time this area, there's only usually one player. And when an enemy senses that you're attacking short A, they're usually going to close this door. And honestly, let them close that door. Don't even try to break it down, because what I ideally like to do is I clear this area and I like to attack from heaven anyways. And again, you come here, you clear this area, and what you can do is really quickly, before you even go to A, while you're standing here, you can actually just put a camera right over here and you can scout out almost all of A before you even attack it. So you can see if anyone is hiding down there, you can see if anyone's heaven. You can also get a slight peek from the right side, so you can actually see, if you look at the right side, you can see if anyone is behind the door. So this pretty much gives you a whole scout of the whole area, and before you attack, you can scout it out, and then you can go from here and you can attack, right? So it works out really well. And if you feel like there's not a lot of people at door, you can even go through door. So like before I attack, I just scout this whole area out. I think short A is probably one of the easiest spots to take, and you know, you can get a lot of intel from this camera spot and you can attack very easily. And again, those smoke spots are really good. If anyone is over here and they're trying to peek this area, if you activate this cage, they don't see anything, right? They don't see anything, and by the time you're over here, the cage is already over here, so this area is blocked off and they have to full commit. Now if I'm attacking long A, this is a really difficult area to attack, especially because you end up kind of trapping yourself in this small corridor. But the important thing to do is to create space. So first thing, just make sure you clear this area. Once your team has taken position into this area, you can execute some of these smokes. As you guys know, this area is very difficult to deal with. People can be anywhere. They could be here, 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 here. There's a lot of areas of threat. So what you can actually do is you can actually throw your cage above this wall, believe it or not. It is possible. But you will need the control of this area to do it. All you're effectively doing is you're looking brick wall. You're looking somewhere above here in this area, and you're taking your knife out and you're running and you're pressing spacebar, and right after you press spacebar, you're pressing Q, like right after. So once you do it enough times, you're gonna get the hang of it. You're running, you're jumping, and you're putting this above, and that's gonna land right over there, and that's gonna really be a good cage spot for you. It's gonna block off a lot of the area. You can also do that over here, put that over there, that's gonna land over here, right? So just like this, like that. So that gives you 2 cage spots. Before you peek, activate this. Now you just have to worry about this, and you just have to worry about this. It covers most of that area, so you can move in pretty easily. The camera spot, there's not much here. I usually just put the camera over here. When I put it here, I usually scout out the whole area. I know if anyone's going to be here, anyone's cubby, if anyone's heaven, it's going to get me this area. Pretty simple camera spot, but it's fairly effective. You can also put it over here to just scout out the whole area. Not much you can do in terms of complexity, just because there's not many ways here to get creative. That's usually what I do for the camera spot. Alright guys, thanks for watching that video. Hope some of those spots are helpful to you in your games and helping you win. Remember, I'm always making informative videos on Cypher regularly, so if you're interested, hit that sub button and hit that bell. And I'm always playing Cypher on Twitch on Thursdays and Saturdays from 12 to 3. If you have any questions, you can check me out on there. Also, join the Discord channel. The links are in the description down below. Anyways guys, thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you guys next time.